Hi, I'm Anthony,
Mike.
and this is going to be our second show. What's awesome is that today we just passed 100, I wish 100,000 views, 1K views since we last uploaded our first show, which was 3 weeks ago. So what better to do than to celebrate the 1,000 views is to make the next video. And there's people around us that are just looking at us. But that's cool because you know why? Because we're funny. And this is what we're going to talk about today. We have a lot of different topics, and as you all know, that you can all relate to the things we talk about and seldom speak about it. So it's we're in charge of bringing that out and making everybody know that, hey, we all go through it. So I got a good one to start off with. There's a special person where I live, and I see him walking around all the time. And what he does is he recites an episode of a TV show that he watches, and he does all the voices and he recites it word for word.
Right.
He's a nice guy, and I walked into the bank one day and I see him at the line to be called next to the bank teller. But then way at the beginning of the line, the ropes, is a lady standing there. So I said to the lady, I said, are you online? And she goes to me, I'm as close as I want to be. So I say to her, okay. So you know what? I said, I'm just going to move up the line behind the guy in front of you and wait there and you can cut in front of me. Right. So I said, this lady's doing this because this guy is special and he's reciting a freaking TV show. Right, so I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show her what a good guy this is. Right. So I go up to the guy and I turn on him and I says, hey, buddy. I say, what show are you reciting? And he goes to me, he looks at me and he goes, who are you? So at that point, I said, fuck, that just messed up my whole thing. I was trying to show the lady at the far end of the line that everything was okay with this guy.
Yeah, you try to be nice to somebody, you know, and you don't wanna,
and he's special, but I kind of like said, oh shit, and I walked back a little, funny. And I stopped. So that kind of ruined my whole thing, trying to show that lady, there's nothing to be afraid of. But that will be the last time I'll ask him what TV show it is.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. But I had actually a funny story, something like that. I was actually in a mall and I was eating lunch with a friend of mine. And, there was a group of people. You could tell, obviously, something was wrong with some of the people. And, they do their group outings. And, there was one table that I'm looking at, two guys standing there. And, you can't really tell if something's wrong with somebody sometimes. And I'm looking at, the guy, and I feel like, he's looking at me. So I look around and, nothing of nothing.
Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden I start, seeing him do, this motion, he's, flinching at me like he wants to beat me up.
He's looking at you and he's almost like, what?
What? And I'm, looking around, like I said, and... and then I kind of see him looking at the floor doing the same thing, and I was like, all right.
Oh, so then maybe he's special.
Yeah, of course. So,
he's lucky to get in a fight. I mean, everybody's like, what?
Yeah, it was a little embarrassing. I didn't even say nothing to my friend, but
wow.
Yeah, it was a little funny.
That is great. I like. I don't know what I would have done in that situation, but I had a bad situation the other day. I went into the bathroom to go number 2, and I rudely found out that both seats were up, and I sat down on the freaking cold seat and almost gave my butt a wash.
That definitely has to be the worst feeling in the world.
It's like this cold feeling, and there's something wrong.
Especially if it's in the middle of the night and you don't even turn on your lights, you just want to sit down.
Yeah.
And you get a rude awakening.
Oh,
you
yeah,
sit
yeah.
down.
It's
that cold and
the porcelain feeling.
You jump up faster than anything ever. So, yeah, that's definitely a sad moment. But, yeah, but you know what? Being, talking about toilets and you ever, you're going to the bathroom, obviously, and you're sitting on the toilet bowl, and now everywhere you go in these corporate buildings have these sensors.
Oh, those sensor things. I hate those things.
One of the things I hate.
I like it's for cleaning.
Either they go off when you want, or they don't go off when you really want them to. So you can go into the bathroom, and they start flushing if you just make a movement with your body, and then it's splashing your whole freaking body, splashing your body.
So as you're sitting down going to the bathroom, it goes off by itself and it flushes?
Yeah. And then when you finish, you get up, and it doesn't flush, and then you start doing a little dance in front of the sensor until it goes. You start moving your body. All right, come on, sensor. Yeah. But that's one of the things that annoys me. Yeah.
And that happens at work.
Well, listen, I never really go to the bathroom, but that. But it just.
Oh, you never go to the bathroom?
Not at work. But it's just something that's freaking annoying. But.
So and another thing was that day when I was out at the bank, I love Dunkin' Donuts and I usually get like a mocha latte, but I don't think it's just me. And what happens is I'll pay for my coffee.
I know what you're gonna say already.
I pay for my coffee. I get my change,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna give $1 tip in the jar.
Right.
But I can't do that until the person that's weighing on me sees me give them the tip.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm at the jar with my hand in $1, and I'm like, come on, just turn around, turn around. Please just look. I want you to see me giving you a tip.
Yeah, I know. I do the same thing.
You do the same thing as that?
I think most people do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just want to know that you did something.
Yeah.
You don't want them to turn around and think,
And
oh,
think
this
you
guy's-
didn't give them the tip, right? Yeah. So I guess it's a common thing more than I thought.
But you know what? What about like you ever see like somebody in a distance, I don't know, in a hallway, someone you know, and then you're kind of far and you guys both recognize each other, and like you like kind of give a nod, or like when do you wave? Say you're walking towards each other, do you wave when you get a little closer?
A certain amount of feet.
Yeah, like it's like
like
do
far
I wave
away
to
or
him now?
close?
Do I not wave to him now? I used to do like a little finger point, like to acknowledge, like I see you. But, but it's like I never know. Like, hey, down there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But how do you know if it's you? If they want we're waving to.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, usually it's just that person. Or what about like if you see somebody again like from afar and you don't really know the person, and you ever get someone wave to you and you don't know if it's you or not, and you're like looking around
and you go like this, me?
Yeah, and you're like hi.
But
and
someone
it's
else
really
behind you can say at the same time me, and it could be.
That happened to me a couple of times.
That's great.
Too.
That's
Yeah,
great.
it's super interesting.
I have one more thing I wanted to talk about. It was this happens in like a lot of places. I was at an office the other day, and I sat down in a waiting room chair. And as I sat down in the waiting room chair, the chair made a fucking fart noise. And there's 8 people in there. And as I sit down, the chair goes. And I said, and so automatically, everybody looked.
Right.
And what I had to do in order to say, I said. I just went like this, and it went.
Did it work again?
Yeah, luckily, it worked again. But I did it like so the other people could see. Oh, it's the chair. But now, if it didn't work, then I would have looked like an idiot trying to be able to fart again.
What's wrong with this guy? He's got some gas pains or something. But this is another little funny thing that happened to me recently. I go to the gym once in a while, and when you go to the gym, you have to scan the thing out, and you scan it at the thing, and you go through. So I go into the gym, and
the card thing with the barcode.
Yeah. So there's a couple of workers and a person, another person standing at the thing, and I'm going in. I get my key thing out, and I go up to the scanner, and I'm like scanning it, and you know when it scans because
it makes
beeps.
the beep. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like scanning it, trying it different ways, and the guys and the woman's looking at me like laughing at me, and the guy even that was at the gym looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And the guy goes, "Sir, you're scanning it at a speaker. It's not the scanner." So,
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You didn't realize it was a speaker? You just keep going like this?
It had a light on it, so I was
So
like...
you figured it was like the scanning? They're probably like, oh, he's the special one of the group,
But, I go there a lot, too, so they're probably like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? So, yeah,
That's great.
That was pretty funny.
That's great. So, we cut down our video a little shorter this time than 11 minutes. We're going to see how that works, but we definitely got more videos coming. And again, thanks everybody for watching. And I guess, we'll see you next time. And who are you?